Yep, and it is cold outside today. And as you can see, let's see, which way do I go? This way. All my creatures are in the room today. And I'm wishing you all a happy day today. I can't believe we're really closer to Christmas already. We're what? We're in the second week, I believe. Yep, we are in the second week. Let's see how many days we got. 12, 10, 14, 15, 16 more days till Christmas. Can you guys believe that? That is like so crazy. And I know, I'm sure a lot of you, at least some people I've talked today, that the energy today is really sort of kind of crazy. And it always is around when we have a full moon, yeah? So tomorrow is the full moon, and tonight is whatever it is, because it is kind of crazy. So what is going on here? Hang on one sec, guys. I got the cards are like half and half one way and half the other way. See, this is the day I've been having all day today. Just odd. And everything weird that can happen has been happening. Haven't been able to do things and have to go back and start over. And it's just been it's been a backwards day. That's kind of what it feels like, a backwards day. So I want to say hello to everybody that's here. And I'm going to just start right off the top today. Hello, Cara Viner. Boy, this thing's just happened. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Hi, Joyce. How are you? Yeah, I'm gonna go down and hey, yeah, I'm on YouTube. Right, yeah. MJ YouTube as well. So yeah, I'm like, this thing is just a flipping all over the place. So yeah, just be patient, guys. I'll get to you as soon as I can. I'm gonna start with Miss Joyce today. Hoping everything is well over with you. And let's see, I can't get this party started today. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And I don't know about you guys, but man, a lot of exhausting energy today. It's like I'm being zapped and they're just sucking it out of me for whatever reason. And you can see Phoenix in the background. He's like walking and playing and scratching his head. He had his bath this morning. And Mango's over here. He's mad because I changed his cage around a little bit. And Pip, well, she's doing Pip, so is what it is. And you'll probably hear the Keats in the background. I don't really realize it until I sit down and do something like this, how much I can hear them. Anyway, Joyce, your 7th card today is the Otter. Otters are so fun. They're so precious. They're very mischievous, and they also are all about balance, right? From many perspectives. You can see videos of them, or you can see them in the zoo, and they'll play with stones and they'll toss them back and forth. Balance, right? So for you today, it is about the balance. And I feel that you're kind of overwhelmed with some things, and you're not allowing yourself the time necessary to just sit and breathe and kind of be in the moment. And they're kind of like, be playful, go out and be playful with yourself, and do something just for the fun of it, okay? Because I feel like there's like kind of like a sitting down, I'm taking care of this and I'm taking care of that, and it's like by the end of the time or end of your day, or the part where you're all done with all the stuff that's going on that you're doing, it's almost like you don't have the energy to do more. But you should, because doing more, but for yourself, will also add energy that you will need for the upcoming days. And I feel like, it's interesting because for the past, I had a really not great week last week, and this week I just feel like all the energy is taken out of me. And last night I was actually up, I didn't even realize it, and I had all this energy, and I was up till 1 in the morning, and I actually even made a coffee cake, and I did a few other things, and I thought, how weird. And then when I looked, I went to bed, it was like 1:10 in the morning. And when I got up, it was 10 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, wow, I don't even remember falling asleep. But it's because I allowed myself to do that. So, Joyce, what I'm seeing is you have to allow yourself and not feel guilty about it, right? Just do for you, like unplug or just take a step back from all the stuff that we're supposed to do, because it'll still be there when you come back to it. But you need to take better care of yourself. And I'm still seeing like playtime, like sitting with a big bowl of popcorn and binge a show or something on Netflix or wherever, right? But it's about taking better care of yourself. And that's what they want you to do, because it'll bring balance, right? So if you take care of yourself and promise to do that, once you do it, then everything else comes into a point of balance where you can deal with stuff better, where your thinking is clearer, where everything just makes more sense, and it kind of all falls in place. So that's really important for you, Miss Joyce, and that is your card today, and it's the otter. And like I said, that's one of my favorite. I just love to watch them. I actually had a pair of river otters here a few years back, and it was kind of crazy. Because I called the DNR because somebody was trying to trap them, and I said, when did we get otters up here? And they go, oh, they don't show them very often, but they came out, and yeah, they were otters. So I loved watching them. They make their little dens and do their little stuff, and yeah, so it's kind of cool. All right, Cara, good job, Sarah. That's all I'll tell you right now. Hang on. All right. Yeah, goodbye. I'm glad you guys did the interviews. Like I said, just be patient, trust, and have a little faith in the universe and Creator God. I can't tell you how these things work out sometimes, but they really do. Cara, I am getting your card. I'm shuffling for them, but I'll tell you guys, when I went to Chicago to show my artwork, big deal. It was a super big deal. It was back in, I think, 2009. I got accepted into the show, and it's a huge show down there. So it's like really kind of primo, right? So once I got accepted, that was like $1,500 just to get into the show, which was hard to get, but I managed it. And then I had to pay an additional $1,500 plus hotel fees. And I thought, I'm never going to have this. This is just crazy. How's this going to happen? And I thought, well, I could always sleep in my car, but getting my artwork out there was a lot. And I'll tell you, the day before I left, I got a check in the mail. And my dad has been gone since 1993. And when I went to that, I'm like, what is this? And I opened it, and it was for the exact amount that I needed for my trip. And it was from stocks that he had. And I was the person that was supposed to get them. And it took all those years to get to me, but it came at the right time. So, Sarah, just remember everything in the right timing. I can't tell you how it works, but if you put it out there, you do get answers. And usually they're good answers. All right, Cara, let's see what I got for you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, all right. So for you, I'm hearing right now, before I even show you this card, is you need to kind of guard yourself and put boundaries out. Because I think it's almost maybe the time of the year or whatever. But you need to keep all that chaotic white noise away from you. And protect. Okay, so this is the card that came up with that, and that's the Komodo dragon, and I love the Komodos. They're so intelligent and so amazing just to watch. We have some here in the zoo in Michigan, and they're just, from a young age, I remember watching them, and they're just like, kind of have that ancient wisdom, that ancient knowledge. It's like they're just so smart, and they're so big, but they're protectors. And I believe that dragons, different various kinds of dragons, were around during prehistoric times and maybe even into the times of early man. And the Komodo is a dragon, so it's a land dragon. And whenever I see them, they always come through for clients with colors. Now yours is coming through right now for whatever reason is purple. And purple is a color of healing, but it's a healing of the soul. So when I see it, it's like your soul's energy is purple as well. So the universe is attempting to heal you. Creator's grace and healing grace is around you. But you have to let it in. And that's what I'm seeing a little bit of is you've pushed a little wider, but you still haven't allowed the healing to come in. Okay. So again, protect, protect, protect. And this is what you're trying to do. And I get it. But you also have to protect, obviously, like I said, the white noise that's out there, the chaos that's out in the world. And it's a cranky place to be right now. There's no other way to put it. It's extremely cranky. So you have to kind of trim down your expectations of self. Don't worry about other people, because no matter what expectations we have for other people, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to do what we expect. But why should they? We're not walking in their shoes, and they're not walking in ours. So you need to take the time you need. And this week should be a quiet time. Quiet time. And they just keep doing that. And it's like, protect yourself, protect your heart, protect your soul's energy, allow that healing light to come in. And like I said, the purple dragon is there for you. And I know that may sound really crazy to some people, but that's the imagery that I am shown from the Spiritlands. And Kira, utilize it. Take this time. Like I said, I had a really crap week last week. It was not a great week. And my energy is really sapped this week, except last night, late at night. It's like I've almost flipped my day, right? But you have to give and allow yourself to receive good things and not feel guilty about it. So that's your card today, Miss Cara. I love you dearly. And there you go. It's a Komodo dragon. Okay, I'm going to go down. Hi, Monica. How are you? Hi, Sean Weston. How are you? Hi, Maureen. How are you? Yeah, Monica, I'll get you in a minute. Okay, Monica? Monica, my eyes. I need new glasses. Anybody want to send for a pair? Oh, I just went in and holy crow, they're expensive. Maybe next year. All right, let me see if I can get you a card, Miss Maureen. Let's see what I got for you today. Well, I have to laugh because this tumbled over today, and I don't know why, but this is obsidian, and it is, oh, look, the moon cycles. So that's like right in front of me today. So that's obviously a key to what's going on with everybody today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. If we harness it properly, it can help. It can do a lot of good things, but sometimes, yeah, not so much. All right. So your card today is the medicine wheel. I love this card. You'll actually see medicine wheels similar to this with a couple different colors. Sometimes they have blue instead of black or green instead of black. So they're varied in different tribes and clans. All right. So that's your card today is the medicine wheel. So what does the medicine wheel talk about? Again, maybe this is going to be the Tuesday of balance. Okay. So I look at the medicine wheel and okay, so the words I'm getting is you need to dig deeper. So, okay, so if you look at this medicine wheel on my card, it's actually a painting I did. It's 4 sections, right? Well, a wheel, actual medicine wheel, if you look at it, is kind of like an astrology chart, right? It's the way that things were kind of, seen within a lot of the tribes. And you have different sections, and there's actually 12 different sections. Each section has a creature that it's associated with. Like mine, I'm born under the sign of the snow goose. But then as you keep going deeper and deeper into the center of the medicine wheel, there's different things. There's what stones or gems work for you, what elementals work for you, and then like a clan totem that works for you. And it's all about getting to the root of things, getting to the center of things. And this is what I'm being shown for you, Maureen. You've got all this, you've got the easy stuff. It's a breeze. You can kind of go right through it. It's old hat. You feel good. You feel like, yeah, I'm in a good place, but what next? But what next? And they want you to kind of delve deeper into self, okay? Because you have the strength to do many things, but you have to look at how your balance goes in deeper. What's important to you, what's kept in your sacred circle, which I always say is, you know, the things, the people, the events, and things that we hold the closest to us, that mean the most to us. And we're the keeper of our sacred circles. We're the gatekeeper, so to speak. And everything around that can come in, and you can either choose to let it in or not, right? So they affect us, but we can choose how they affect us or not, right? So what I'm being shown for you right now is like a lot of introspect. You're at a kind of a place, and they're yelling winter solstice, winter solstice. So they're giving me like the date of the 21st, and I do believe that is the winter solstice. That's the actual date when winter starts. And this is going to be like a time of healing, delving deep, recognizing and realizing some things that are important to you that you haven't really observed or paid attention to. It's kind of going to be like a new chapter, because I said, give me something easy, and they're like a new chapter. So it's going to be all about that. And you'll actually do that kind of work, and it's soul work, right? And it'll be your winter project kind of a thing. You'll find yourself sitting with stuff or looking up things of your ancestors and the bloodlines, and before. And I'm also seeing like before being like possible past lives. But what it is all about is balance and introspect. So you've got the main core of everything balanced, but now you have to take it steps deeper. Okay, so that's your card. And it sounds like an exciting winter, right? Okay, and it's the medicine wheel for you, Maureen. So thank you so much for coming on today, and I appreciate your energy, and I hope that resonates with you. Okay, let's see. MJ, I did put the link on the message I put out this morning about I was going to be on. Hi, Miss Monica. How are you? Monica James. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I was just making some of these the other day. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so that card, what is with that? All right, sorry. All right, your card today is the prayer tie. And yes, indeed, I was making some of those the other day. I was adding them to my spirit walkers that I have up for sale right now. But a prayer tie, okay, for those of you that don't know what this is a native culture here in the U.S. and North America, I would say. But it's a red piece of cloth, and it's, you know, it can be about that big. Doesn't have to be much bigger than that. You fold the corners after you put some tobacco in the middle of them, and then you wrap it with white cotton string, and you hang it or place it in a place of blessings, a place of protection, offerings. I actually put sage and lavender and tobacco in mine, and I hang them out, and they kind of go away after some time. And that's for asking for assistance from the spirit lands, from Creator God. We're praying and thanking, or whatever words you want to use to say. You're connecting to the universe, and you may be asking for something. And what I'm being shown here is, okay, so there's a different vibration that's coming in with you, and it's kind of like, okay, it's a divine energy, and it's also, there's the words they're using is like higher power, higher power. So the prayer time meaning you connect is actually relating to the connection you have with this, with this higher power. The spirit lands are connected with you, but you think of them in a little bit different way than I do. I call it the spirit lands. I just kind of, this is a really super strong connection, and they're actually asking you to almost use that connection to do work that you do, or how people view you, kind of as a healer, because this is the connection I'm getting. And the prayer tie is representation of the people around you that are asking in their prayers for help. And it's almost like you're going to be like that beacon of light that will be seen, and they will come to you for advice or healing. And I actually do feel, and the words that are coming through to me from Spiritland is, you're a natural born healer. Not always the easiest path to walk, but you do it, and it's not with ego. And this is to remind you, yes, they know this is what you're doing, and they're very proud of you from the spirit lands, and they wrap around you, and just hang on to that and keep up with that connection. I feel so strongly that that connection is with the divine energies that are all around everyone, but not everyone can accept or feel them, is the way I'd want to say. So yeah, you're very blessed, and that connection's very strong, and they're saying, please continue that work. And it is absolutely with no ego that you do the things that you do for others. So thank you for that. And that is your card today. And I hope it resonates, because I feel like it's almost like something to clear up your mind. And what I'm being shown is, yeah, we get tired. We get tired in many ways, physically, mentally, when you're doing work with other people to assist them. And it's almost like they drain us, right? They wind up, people drain us. So you have to remember where you're at with a healing. You give, but make sure you keep enough back for self. And that's very, very important. So I hope that resonates with you, Miss Monica. And thanks for stopping in today. Wow, that was a strong. All right. So I'm going to go down a little bit more. I lost a whole bunch of people or thingies here, and I don't know where they went. Okay, so Kat's here. Hi, Kat. And hi, Mr. James Ashworth. How are you? I love otters, MJ. All right, so let's see. Ooh, thank you very much, Miss K. I see you. You are done. Oh, I thought it said done when I was looking at it small. I am Dave from Glasgow, Scotland. Hi, Dave. How are you? All right, let's see what I can get for you today. Welcome to the family here. Ghost Dimension family and the Wolf and the Bear family. Hey, we're all here to support and help each other, and welcome to that energy. Thanks, David. All right, let's see what we got for you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Well, this is a card that's good, but I also have something else that's coming up, and I don't think I have any right here, do I? Nope, I don't. Okay, I'm being shown a piece of citrine. It must be in the other room. I don't have it here. But citrine is a crystal that repels negative and actually brings in positives. It's kind of orange in color, but it's not like carnelian. It's a clear quartz, but it's got the orange and sometimes a little brownish tint to it, all the way to almost a very pale orange. This is being shown to me, and this is kind of like, okay, people used to use in like long ago days, they used to use citrine and they put it in where they were making money, right? Like people who sold goods, and I'm talking about way back, like Egyptian and beyond that, okay, or in the English societies in the UK, whatever. But they used to, business owners used to carry citrine just for that. So for whatever reason, that I'm going to give you first, because I feel that citrine's representing something for you, and it's representing something for you as bringing some positives to you. Okay, whether it's connections, whether it's financial, I can't tell you, but it's bringing positives to you. So yeah, remember that, citrine. Okay, all right, so in your card, actually kind of fits into the day, is Grandmother Moon. Okay, like I said, tomorrow we're walking into a full moon again, and it's got some really crazy energy. Full moons usually do anyway, but this one in particular is going to hit a lot of people really strong, because in the wintertime, we kind of tend to slow down in the areas that get cold temps, right? And cold weather and winter weather. And it's like literally showing me like almost like cogging the wheel, like mussing it up so it can't turn. Okay, so just remember, it usually starts 3 days prior to the full moon, at least in my reckonings and what I've worked with, and then it usually lingers 2 to 3 days after. So that energy might hit you and kind of throw you off keel a little bit. Just have a little bit of patience. And I'm also seeing shadows. The moon is casting like this bright light, but it's like you're standing in the shadows, and they want you to, not literally, but what they're saying is dance under the moon, dance in that moonlight. So kind of let some stuff go that you need to let go. And I keep seeing, and the word they're saying is shearing, and they're going around you in a circle. It's like, get rid of the things that you don't need to carry forward with you anymore. And they're shearing it and cutting it. Let it go. Let it go back to the universe. Part of that will help eliminate some of the unease and unbalance you're feeling, especially at this time under this full moon. Yeah, so dance and scream and yell and be happy under the moon. But again, it's using that energy, get yourself out of the shadows and cut the things away that no longer resonate with you or serve with you. Even if it's people, let them go. You know, we can't go back in time and change anything that's happened or done. And sometimes we just get to a point we don't have those people in our lives as much as they used to be. And that's okay. They've helped make us who we are today at this moment, at this present time. So that is your card today, David. And thanks for joining in today. And it's Grandmother Moon. I hope that resonates with you and made some sense, eh? All right. So I'm going to go down the line. Hang on, guys. And I'm sorry if I missed you up top, but I am getting bounced all over. So, oh, and it just did it again. All right. So hang on. Hello, Michelle Harris. How are you? Hello, Kimberly Jean. How are you? Thank you. I'm happy to see everybody here. Good. Joyce, I'm glad. Okay, so Michaela, I will pull a card for you. I was gonna name my daughter that when she was born 29 years ago, and everybody around me said, "No, you can't name her Michaela." And I'm like, I really like that name, Michaela. But then I got a different name that my niece came up with, and that stuck. So, and it was not a traditional name at the time for a girl. So I named her Taylor. But that's okay. I wanted Michaela, so I love that name. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Ooh, happy day. Oh, happy day. You get the grouse today. And as you can see, the grouse is dancing, right? Wings up. They have this cool kind of ritual that they do. And actually in the native culture, there's a dance and they do this. The males go out and they do the dance. And it's a dance of joy. It's a dance. It's a time for you right now to look at the good things, let go of the bad things, because even small things that turned out good will add to your energy and add to the positive side, right? But I feel like it's almost like you either have just received good news or you're going to have good news like soon. And when I go like this right now with you, I feel a lot of energy between my hands. So there's like something good that's coming towards you right now. And like I said, I'm not sure if it already has been there in the past couple of days it showed up or it's coming, but I'm feeling like this ramping up of energy. And I don't know if you all have ever done that where you play with energy and you call it in, but this is really strong today. So for you, Michaela, I'm seeing like a joyful time. So whatever it is that you've been pushing to have happen is coming. They're saying be patient, but it's like a joyful event. It's joyful news. So whatever this is, expect something really good or something that you've looked to have happen within your life as a positive. Don't give up that faith because, man, this is really close. I mean, like I can feel doing this. I feel energy pulsating through the palms of my hands and the fingertips. So hang on to it and get ready to dance because that's going to be what's going on with you. And your card is the grouse today. It is such a joyous dance, and it's a lot of energy and it's joy for things that are going on in our lives, right? So I hope it resonates for you, Michaela, and thank you for joining us here today. Okay, I'm going to take this down a little bit farther. I'm happy to see you too. Miss Kimberly, how are you today? Miss Kimberly, who also has my English name of Kimberly. My mother was the only one that ever called me that. And usually it was when I was in trouble. Ooh, what you doing back there, Phoenix? Looks like you're scratching your noggin again. Oh, he's got toys and he uses them to scratch his head. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. He's quite the character. I've been seeing these creatures in the news and across social media everywhere lately. So there's a message here probably for me too. But your card today is the crocodile. So I've been seeing all these crocodile ads and people dealing with them and them not doing really great things and them coming and being washed through the ocean due to storms, and they're interbreeding with alligators. And the thing that I'm seeing for you right now is the crocodile and alligator, whatever, is staying just at the top of the water. So the eyes are just above the water level, right? And it's just sitting there waiting for an opportunity. So this is what you have to do for yourself, is be mindful of what it is that you're asking for or asking to help with or asking to come into your life for, watch for it. But you need to be very careful how you put things out. Like almost like whatever this is, you almost have to keep it to yourself. You don't want to go out yelling at the top of rooftops. Let's leave it at that. My mind and my brain aren't working well together. And it's like you just have to wait for your moment, and this is really important. And when they sit there, only their nose, their end of their snout is above water, and their eyes, because they can go underwater for more than an hour and not have to come up for air. But this is about waiting, like you're waiting for something, or you're watching for something to happen, the anticipation of it. And they're saying just keep it to yourself and keep an eye on it, because it's going to happen sooner than later. And I'm also getting that whatever this is will be very good for you. So this is, like I said, something that you've been watching for, something you've been waiting for. It's coming, but it's not coming as quickly as you would like it to, but it will show up. And I'm being told just eyeball it and keep an open mind, and it's going to come and it's going to happen. But again, this is about, don't tell everybody else about it. Just let it go for now, because it'll be better for you when it comes in to happen. Okay, that's what they're saying. I'll go with it. And that's your card today, Miss Kimberly, and it is the crocodile. All right. I hope that resonates for you, and let me know if it does, and you have a good week. Okay. Hi, Paul. How are you? Hi, Sean. How are you? Okay. All right. I will give you a card, Sean. Let's see what I can come up with today. All right. Well, the parakeets are really loud today for some reason. Oh, and look, who's stepping forward right now? This is always interesting to me, because the camera always focuses on the closest thing to them, and everything around it is blurry. So, okay. This is a child. And I don't know if it's related with you, Sean, or not, but I see a young male. He's like, it's a child, like 11 and under or something like that. And this child is like looking at you almost like a, I want to say brother. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he's not leaving. And he's not leaving until I tell you more. This is a connection with somebody. It would be either a friend from long back. He's been gone for a while. It's not just recent. But he's presenting himself like 11 or 12-ish type age. And it's like that connection and bond is there. So it would be somebody that you would have connected with, maybe a friend, but like a brother energy. Okay. And he just wants you to know, and he's like jumping up and down. I'm right here. Remember what we used to do. I hope this is for you, Sean, but it seems to, because he's really blurred everything up. I just want to get that message. I just want to get that message. I just want to get that message through, is what he's saying. It's like he never left you. He's around you. He's not going anywhere. So he's around you. If I can understand more, I will let you know as I do. Okay, so now I'm going to try to clear that, and I'm going to put this up, and let's try that again. Your card today is the loon. Okay, so the loon is this magical creature. I have a couple on our lake here, and they have a very haunting voice and song, but they're beautiful. They just to listen to them, it's very calming. And the loon is about it's saying the mysteries that are coming in around you. It's almost like you want to believe, but you don't believe, but you want to believe, but you don't believe. And this is what the loon is kind of spewing out, is it's magical. So let it happen in the moment and take it in that way. Sometimes things have to go on faith. Sometimes things have to be seen just as they are. They're just there. There's no scientific way to prove one way or another, but it's like I feel this energy's been around you for a while. Now, I don't know if that's this young man or not, but this is what the loon energy is bringing through, is this is someone that's been around you for a long time, and it's a happy thing, but it's almost like whether grief shut it off, or I always say it's an engineer's way of thinking about things, or a scientific way of thinking about things, because you can't prove it. It doesn't exist. Yet it does. And I know that's kind of really twisted message, but that's what I'm being given for you. And you need to just take that and think about it. And again, this male is still with you, and he is a child. And I'm still getting 11 to 12 years old. He's just excited that I can see him and hear them, and I do believe it's for you, Sean. Oh, he's just like all excited. All right, so I'm going to try to get him to just step back a little bit, and I hope that kind of resonates with you, Sean, but not everything, and this is the main reason of the loon. There's a mystery to some things. There's not explanations for some things, but because we don't have scientific reasoning or engineering reasoning behind things, doesn't make it any less real, doesn't make it any less truthful. Okay, so that's your card. And again, I almost get that it's like he's just not going. I almost get like it's because of the holidays that are coming up, or he's giving me the number 13. So I don't know if that means something to you or not. Anyway, get hold of me if you're not sure what's going on with it, and I can delve in a little deeper with you. I hope that resonates with you. I don't always like to do mediumship when I'm doing this on a live stream. It's kind of hard because there's other people that are saying hello. So Sean, if you want, get me on my page and just inbox me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, I hope that resonated with you, and I hope that gives you some insight into your day. All right, Sean, thanks for coming in, eh? All right, so there is Paul. Hi, Paul. That looks like the tree of life sitting on your little thing there. All right, so let's see what I can pull for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, 72 cards and multiple shuffles, and oh, look what we have. We have the otter again. Okay, Paul, so for you today, the otter. Okay, what I'm being shown is grindstone, like your nose is to the grindstone. Work, 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 work. A lot of work, a lot of things going on that you need to deal with. And you're so focused on them, you know, you're really working hard at it and trying to get it all cleared up by like, then they keep saying deadlines, deadlines, deadlines. Like something is going to be, you have a certain time limit to take care of this stuff. Just know that you have to separate your days, okay? And I know that's hard. And I know when I worked all kinds of extra hours all the time. So I get that mindset. But I feel like you need to put your time in for the day, for what you need to take care of. And then you need at least a couple hours before sleep time to just settle and let stuff go. And that's based on your energy level is like by this time of day or night, it's like you're tired by this time of day or night because you've exerted so much energy prior to right now. So you need to kind of scale back a little bit. The stuff will get done as it needs to get done, but you have to, again, put a little more focus, at least a couple hours at the end of your day, to just breathe. And whatever's going on, and I don't know if it's work or just family stuff or social stuff, it's like boom, 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 boom. Everything's like happening very quick. And it's like, I got to get this done. I got to get that done. And it's almost like when I'm looking at it, I feel like I have ADHD because it's everywhere. Okay, so you need to slow it down. You need to rest and unwind a couple hours at the end of your day so that all this stuff doesn't come at you so chaotically. And I almost get that because of the way things are going right now and you feel like you've got to get all this done, it's also adding stress. So, you know, I know it's hard to say and not do, but you got to let go of some of that stress. And the only way to do it is to carve out that couple hours at the end of the day just for yourself. Sit back, you know, and enjoy the night. Get a big bag of popcorn or make a big bowl of popcorn and sit and just relax, or whatever it is you do just to relax. But it's very important because I feel like it's adding a lot of physical stress to you, and that's not a good thing. All right. So remember, work hard, but play a little too afterwards. Okay. So that is your card for the day, and it is the Otter. All right. I hope that resonates a little bit with you, Paul. And let's see. Thank you for coming in today and joining your energy with all of us here today. And yeah, I hope that makes sense to you. And it's not just the time of the year that we're at, folks. It's just like we need to take better care of ourselves. There's so much crazy out there in the world right now. It's hard to deal with for everybody. All right. So, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Well, I said it, and now it's out. Okay, so your card today is the Snow Goose. Okay. Now, the Snow Goose, okay. All right. Well, okay. So the Snow Goose for you, what's going on right now is kind of the way you need to be. The Snow Goose represents parenting. So this one is about parenting and being the adult in the room, so to speak, even if it's with your friends, right? So we bring that up, and the Snow Goose is a creature that takes care of its young, but with discipline. And I don't mean discipline like hitting your kids or giving them time. I don't mean that kind of discipline, but there's like a set schedule for them. And it's almost like you need to make sure that they understand that they have to participate with things as well. Because what it's showing me is we raise our kids, we give them good things. We teach them good things so that at their core, they're really a good people that will go out into their lives, their own lives, right? And do really well for themselves. Be good to people, attract the right things to their lives. And what the Snow Goose does is once that's done, out of the nest they go. Okay, as soon as they have all their feathers, they reach a certain age, out of the nest they go. And then our role becomes parent, and they can always come back to us and say, how do I do this? Or if we got to not do it for them. And this is one of the big things that I'm being shown right now, because this is actually what I did with my child and my fosters that I had in the house. I loved them, but they had chores to do. I loved them, but they had things that they had to do for themselves. Like I wouldn't just go in and kind of switch stuff up for my kids because they did want to do it. So it's kind of holding them to a what's the word? I can't think of the word. They're sharing me. To a standard, right? You're holding them to a standard. Even though they're young, they still have responsibilities that they need to learn. And over the years, I found that to be so true, especially when my kids would bring home other kids and they'd say, wow, do you guys eat dinner like this at the table, the same table, all together like this all the time? And we're like, yeah, all except one day a week. Saturdays are their free day. Like, oh, can we come over more? And it's they want to have those boundaries. They want to have those responsibilities. They might whine about it, but it still teaches them lessons. And this is what I'm being shown for you right now is you have to kind of set up those standards, set up those responsibilities, and don't do it for them. Make sure they do it themselves. And they'll learn over time how important that was. And it'll be so much positives, and it'll embed in their character. So that's what I'm being shown for you is you know, you're such a good person. You're such a good mom. You've got all this light, you know, but you really, really need to make sure that everybody stays in their lane where they're supposed to be. And that's where you're going to find balance within it. So, Kay, that's your card today. And I hope it resonates with you. It's the Snow Goose. Thanks for coming on today. I missed ya. All right, so I'm going to go down a little bit lower here. You know what? I'm going to tell you this and you're going to laugh, but I don't even remember what I told you because once I give the messages, they go away. So I don't know. I'd have to like tune in with you again. I'm not sure what I said. Get hold of me in my inbox, I guess. All right. That's about what I can do right now. All right. Thank you though. Asking the question. Like I said, inbox me. I don't remember. I once I give the messages, they're gone. All right. So hi, Patrick Egan. How are you? Yeah. Always, right? Divine timing. Hi, Candace. How are you? I'm glad you're here. I think this man has a birthday today. Is it today? It is. So happy birthday, Daniel. I love you very much, and may this next trip around the sun be a good one for you. The best one yet. All right. Thank you, guys. I see the super stickers up top. Thank you very much for putting them there. I appreciate it. The kids will appreciate it, and it will boy, my brain is just in and out. It'll go towards whatever they're doing at the time, and I think it's they're collecting it to help the animal shelter. So thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Hi, Cullum. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Okay, I'm gonna go down a little bit lower. Hi, Monica. Hello, Candace Smith. I already said hello to you, but I will give you a card. Okay, for whatever reason, I don't know who around you is doing it, or maybe you're doing it, but I'm seeing like baking, like cookies. I'm seeing like cookies, and I'm like smelling cookies, like you'd be cooking around Christmas, you know, the holidays where people bake cookies. I don't know if someone was around you that did that a lot, or you're doing it, because I'm not getting a clear. I'm just getting the smell of cookies, and I was going to say, hey, send some my way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And you know, you got to remember sometimes, especially around the holidays, as we celebrate the people that we have lost in the human world that have passed on to the spirit lands, they're just as excited about holidays as we are. They come in and they spend time with us and they're around the family, and it's all positive, even though you don't see them always, right? You might be able to sense them, but it's also about talking about the joy and the positives that they left and imprinted with our families while they were here. So it's a celebration of life. Okay, so remember that, because spirit's always around us. I always kind of laugh, and I was getting into a question and answer thing with somebody the other day, and I was like, you know, people always, like on TV shows or in entertainment, they always go at night, but spirit's around us 24/7. So for me, it would be interesting to see some things that are focused on daytime investigations. Just a thought. All right, Miss Candace, your card today is the bear. Can you believe it? It's a bear. All right. Here a bear, everywhere a bear. Okay, so okay, this is coming up like for you, Candace. I'm getting like, okay, the bear represents the West, which also represents endings, which also represents like cleaning things up and not carrying it forward with you. But what I'm feeling is this is kind of a time for you where it's kind of retrospective, like you're looking at holiday seasons gone by, the people that haven't been around anymore, whether they're still here in the human or they've walked on. Okay, some of it though, it's like taking you into the cave, because they're showing me the bear going into the cave, like almost to hibernate, and you can't hibernate. Even with issues that are going on with us, it doesn't help us to push them away, put them in our proverbial closet. We need to deal with stuff in the now, in the moment, when it pops up, because it's not going to get any better, and sometimes it does get worse if we don't address those issues when they come up, right? And what I'm seeing with you is some of the stuff has been dragged forward, and it's all from other people. So I don't understand. They're actually showing me like ties or string coming from you that's pulling these other people forward with you. And it's kind of in a way that, like, just let it go. They're still around you, just in a different way. And we can't go back, like I said, and change things in the past. But this is like almost like you feel you're where you're at because of the people that I'm seeing, or the events that are on the strings that are all come back and attached to you. Okay, so they're saying, yeah, you know, all that stuff makes us who we are in the present time. They all imprint on us, good, bad, and different. But pulling them forward with you and keeping that as a fresh wound or a fresh, like a fresh feeling or emotion, like of grief or sorrow, it's not helping you. Okay, you have to process through it. You have to kind of clean all that off. And don't go down into the cave and hide, because that's not going to make this stuff go away. So I feel there has to be conversation with people or situations that are present right now, and get them over with so that you can free up. It's almost like I see you sitting there and you're saying, like, why is this happening? Why does this continue to go on? What is making it? Why can't things change? They can change, but it has to be up to each of us to do the work to clear it so that it can change and open for new things to come into you. So they're saying it's not time for you to hibernate yet. So don't go down into that cave and hibernate before you kind of go through and weed out the stuff that doesn't serve us anymore or we can't change. And then when you do that, you'll have a new chapter of the book, and you can attract whatever you put out there to come to you. Okay, so that is your card today, and it is the bear. I hope it resonates a little bit with you, Candace. You know, it's and thanks for being here too. It's a hard thing for all of us when we lose people or we lose things, right? Somebody had posted something on their wall the other day, and they put all these things down and said, how many of these things have happened to you in your life? You know, they had like tattoos and bunch of other stuff. And they said, were you ever homeless? Have you ever been arrested? Have you ever, and they had all these questions. And I'm like, yeah, I've been homeless. I was homeless for 6 months. I was homeless. Me and my daughter and my mom, we were homeless. I know what that experience was like. Have I ever been arrested? Yeah, I have been arrested. Nothing bad. It was actually for tickets on my vehicle that somebody else who had been using my vehicle had gotten and never paid. So I went to jail and had to process through all that. But there's just experiences, and all of us have stuff like that we experience. You know, maybe it's not homelessness, or maybe, but yet it can happen to any of us. I have a dear friend right now that she's been homeless for 2 years because she lost everything. And now she's dealing with cancer. And I can't even imagine. And when I look at her and hear her speak, the strength that it takes to keep walking through it makes you feel like, you know what? You need to get your butt up out of bed today, even if you don't feel good, because you could be this person. And we have so much to be thankful for, even the little things. So that's really super, super important to remember, especially this time of year. Okay, we're going to go down a little bit more. Let's see who this is. Hi, Shannon. How are you? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like get into a bad thing. It wasn't. It was rough. You know, I went through a lot of rough times. People don't know everything about everything, you know, until we step into other people's shoes. So be kind to each other, I guess, would be a good way to put it. Yeah. All right. So Shannon, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so you have the family card today. You have the beaver. Okay, so the beaver brings in, beavers are always busy. They're like nonstop, like gotta get it done type of a creature. They reinforce family. They're usually at the core of taking care of everybody else around them, but that's what I'm seeing with you, is like you're the center. People look at you from the outside, and you're that strong person that knows how to get things done and take care of things. But then when you push that facade away, which a lot of people don't get to see, there's only a select few that know, inside you have things that you want to have help with, or things that you want to take care of, or for yourself, right? Sometimes it's hard. What I say for me is, a lot of times my energy, people think I'm like, they come up to me and they're like scared of me. And I'm like, why would you be scared of me? I'm, you know, just me. I'm very blunt, but then there aren't very many people that get to see the inside. They don't get to see the one that sits and cries sometimes when things happen or people leave. They don't see that softer side all the time of you either. And this is what I'm being shown. Sometimes it's really hard for what I call fixers. Okay. And I'm in that category, although I don't do it as much anymore. I'm very selective with who I allow to come in that I need to help and fix, so to speak. And this is what I'm seeing for you, Shannon, is you're a fixer. You're a person that everybody turns to, and you're expected to help all the time. And I guess what the beaver's saying, just remember, concentrate on you sometimes, you and yours, the things that are most important for you. Like when the beaver comes in and I don't know how they do it. They make these nests that are under the water, and they're waterproof. They're living under the water, but they're not wet inside the nest, right? Just crazy stuff. So this is like the two parts of you, right? So you need to take care of self. And it's not bad that you're a fixer. You just have to be selective in who you let in, okay? Who you let into your sacred space. And make sure that you're allowing someone to see the vulnerable side. The side that we get, people like us get really scared because we don't like showing people that side of us, because then we're vulnerable, right? But you need to have a couple people that you do that with. So you can't do it all the time. So spread it out a little bit more. And that's what I'm seeing is the beaver's inside the nest, and he's patting the mud, making sure that stuff doesn't come into the nest like water, right? And take care of you and yours before anybody else. And you know what? If people don't like that, well, there's a door. Don't let it hit you in the butt on the way out. Or the other thing I always say is just click the remote and move on to the next channel, right? Okay, Shannon, so that's your card today, and I hope that resonates with you, and I hope you as well have a great holiday season. Your card's the Beaver. Thanks for joining us today. Love to have new energy here. Okay, so now, that's funny. Purple. Okay. Yes, I am, Raquel. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate everybody stopping in today. Okay. Hi, Conchetta. How are you? Okay. Yeah, I know. My glasses, I just the kind of lens that I have for my glasses, Candace, they cost me like what the frame. My frame was cheap. My frame was like $80, but the kind of lens and the stigmatism I have in my eyeballs, it was like $600. I was like, yeah, no, that's not happening today. Not happening today. Okay, I'm going down the line. Let's see. Hi, Stephen Smith. How are you? Hi, Patrick. I think I said hi to you. Or maybe I didn't. I don't know. Okay, I'm going down the line. Hang on, guys. Okay, good. I'm glad, Maureen. I'm glad. Hi, Yo-Yo is in the house. Yo-Yo is in the house. Oh, here we go. It's jumping all around today. Yes, I can give you a card. Oh, MJ, how are you? I just love those pictures of your dog dragging the shoes in. I think that's just hysterical. I would just get him some cheap shoes from St. Vinny's and play him around the house so he wouldn't be chewing on mine. That's so hysterical. Man, you've come a long way with that dog, MJ. All right, Miss Sunday today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, interesting. Okay, so today for you is the Protector also, and it's the Wolf. Okay, so the Wolf is very close to me. I have a lot of connections with Wolf, and Wolf for you is about, okay, so this time it's about you walking silently alongside, being teacher but not intervening. So in other words, whatever's going on with whoever, if it's your kids or it's a friend, somebody that's very close to you, you don't fix it for them. You need to let them learn from their own mistakes, their own steps that they take in life. And you just walk quietly alongside them and help them maintain that balance that they need, right? So you need to be a solid person and walk as a teacher, but a quiet teacher. Wolf is always usually with me, running down like 10 miles ahead of me, and I'm just the bear kind of slowly walking behind the wolf. And it was always that way with me. But when Wolf comes in as a totem, Wolf is standing and telling you you need to walk and allow them to learn by watching you and what you do and the choices that you make. So allow them to grow in that way. It's like we can't fix them, we can't do it for them. They need to do it physically. They need to make their own decisions and move forward in their own steps. You being there, supporting, but not giving them the answers. Does that make sense? They have to find their own answers. But you teach them by being who you are as you walk in your shoes on your path. Okay? So, Miss Margaret, that is your card today, and it is the Wolf Sanjay. I love you. All right. Thanks for coming on today with me. All right. So, let's see what we got else down here. Susan Cole was worried about coming back. Did I miss something? I must have missed something. Okay. Oh, there it goes again. Hang on, guys. Gotta get it back here. All right. Yo, 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 yo. I love you, yo. All right. You can get a card. It should, maybe next week I'll post and you guys can come in and I'll do a longer feed and you guys can join me in the studio next week. How does that sound? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, well, you got the same card that I just pulled a minute ago, I think. You got the beaver as well. Okay, so with you, okay, the beaver's representing the foundation that you're building. And it's like the words that we're just using is it's on a steady rock. So it's on a steady place. Your foundation is good. And they're watching and showing me that you keep building on that foundation. But it's almost like this time you're building it. You're actually building it to make yourself stronger. And your foundation is who you are at your core. So you're putting things together so that they best work with you. And I'm seeing you in the middle, and they take me all the way around it to look from the outside, and then they put me in the middle to see it from the inside out. And it's all about how you're building, and it's like layer upon layer upon layer, but you're doing it the way you need to do it this time. And it's like, yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time, but man, when you get those layers all done, it's going to be really good. It's going to be better because it's going to be the way you put it together. And it's almost like they took that foundation down and they kind of took it all the way down to the base. And then you have to start again by building like each level, right? So you're going up the levels, but and they're saying you feel like maybe it's going really slow, that it's not in the manner that you would like it to go or the speed that you like it to go. That's okay, because what you're doing by doing that is it's stronger. Okay, so don't doubt anything. They're saying keep the faith, and it'll all pan out the way it needs to. Okay, and actually, like your stones, your rocks, your crystals, and I'll tell this to everybody, but it's being directed at you, yo. Make sure you set them up so tomorrow they can get all that full moon energy kind of into them. So set them up on the windowsill or whatever. And that's your card today as well. The beaver. All right. So I'm going to go down. Spirit Brothers in the UK. Okay, hang on, guys. Hang on. Weather outside is frightful. Hang on. Good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. We always love to have people here that enjoy themselves. It's always great. Thank you for being here, eh? All right. So let's see here. Ah, yeah. I don't have snow coming down, but you know, hey. All right. All right. Let's see. Yeah, you know, sometimes we get to that point where we need those connections. And yeah, James, I'll give you a card. Sometimes, you know, that divine connection, you know, is unconditional love, and the spirit realms give us, and that divine energy that comes from, you know, I call it divine energy because I don't see them the same way some people see them. But, you know, there's more than just to us. We can look at things even nowadays, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Even nowadays, the world is learning new histories as new archaeologists and new people of science are actually finding out that there was farther back than what they first believed as archaeologists with the finds. They're finding new things, they're testing new things, and we don't always know what's out there, how long we've been. It's all projection. We don't know. We don't know what came before us or when we came about or what was once was wiped out and then everything got started again. You know, we just don't know what's going on. We're not for 100% sure. So it's interesting as things just change and keep moving forward. All right. So your card today, James, is the Ram. What are you being stubborn about? Because this isn't about the Rams jumping or moving high on the cliffs with ease. This is about something that you're being stubborn with. Because I'm getting the ram knocking its head into a wall, right? And if you know anything about rams, when they do that, they have neck muscles and things in their muscles that attach into their head that actually, when they bump into something, everything recedes and goes back. And it's kind of like a rubber band, and then it pops back into place. So I keep seeing this, that you're really being stubborn about something. And I'm being told that to give a little is to receive a lot. So whatever that means for you, to give a little will receive a lot. But if you don't change your mind on this, whatever this is, it's not gonna happen at all. And you want to help it happen because it'll be good for you, but you need to give up a little to get back. And that's what I'm being told for you today. And that is your card, James, and it's the Ram. You know, you're looking at someone that's so stubborn, and all my life, you know, my way or the highway, I've been so stubborn with so many things. It's really hard to get out of that mindset sometimes. But we all can do it. I've done it. I've learned to do it. And yeah, I can be stubborn about some things, but not anywhere near what I used to be. Hello, Cheryl Headley. How are you? There is Carrie. I missed you. It's been years. A lot of years. I still don't know. And I'm going to give you a card because I'm just going to do that. I said to somebody, well, Kirstie Alley, bless her heart, she's in the Spiritlands now, and she was an amazing gal who always made me laugh on TV. And I was looking at her, wow, you know, God, she's pretty young. And then I look and she was 71, and I'm like, yeah, you're going to be 62 in January. Like, what are you laughing at? I go, I'm not laughing. I just don't know how we got to that point. I don't know how I got to be this old. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So sometimes when you say you want to do things and that, and you're like, wow, you know, I can do that. And it's like, no, you can't. You can't do that anymore because you're old. All right, you're not old, Carrie. I love you dearly. And guess what card came out for you? This card actually came up twice today. I think this is the second time. It's the Bear. So for you, this is about Okay, I'm seeing intertwining is the word they're using, and it's almost like a swirl, but there's two swirls. And they're each going in opposite directions, and they're kind of like in a deadlock. So something, and they just said something from your past is intertwining with you now, not me, okay, but intertwining with you right now, and it's kind of and they just said pop goes a weasel. So it's like pulled you out of a place that you were in, like maybe a comfort zone area, and you feel a little vulnerable about it right now. But it's time to just step into your power, because you can do that, and just kind of push stuff away and take it one thing at a time. Nothing's a hurry, right? Nothing has to be done this second. Although some people would like us to think that, that's not actually how it works. So this is what I'm seeing, and I'm seeing use that bear energy, stand up straight on 2 feet like a bear can do, and people don't think they can do that, and they can. And just allow yourself to walk forward, knowing that you've got this, knowing that whatever's coming at you, you've been prepared for years, just because of everything that your life experience has brought to you, good, bad, and indifferent. It has taught you how to deal with many things, okay? So they're just saying, stand in your power, take those deep breaths, and do what you need to do. And it's like, again, moving forward, some of the stuff has to be kind of cut loose or unshackled, right? Because it's all intertwined with other stuff. So you kind of have to unshackle or unengage with this. And it's like almost something that's been brought forward with you, but not because it was your choice to do that. So however that means, you need to stand in your own power. You've got this. Whatever this is, you've got this. And this is your card. And I'm so glad you made it on. It's good to see you. All right. And it's the card, the bear. All right, guys. Okay. So let me see. Oh, let me see. Let me see. Okay, let's see. Okay, so, all right. So this is what I'm going to do. Miss Deborah Durham, thank you for joining me, first of all. And second of all, this is kind of a good thing. Card doesn't need to be done. What needs to be done is what I'm going to ask for. And I'm going to ask for all of you to join in right now as I say a little prayer and add energy to it. Not only for Deborah's Dunham's brother in ICU, but for everybody that needs help and healing right now, whether it's for emotional stress, whether it's for mental problems, whether it's for health problems, whether it's for grieving, no matter what it's for. I want us all to add that energy in as I say this prayer for today, okay? I call to the sacred winds to carry my words, to the ancestors of the north, the south, the east, the west, above, below, and within. I call to the sacred winds to carry my words, to the winged ones, the four-leggeds, the plant people, the crystal keepers, to the angelic realm, to my brother Christ, to Mother Mary, to Magdalene, and to all our ancestors that have walked with us or before us and are now in the Spiritlands. I ask humbly as I stand before you that you wrap around God Creator's grace of healing around everybody that is needed this day and days to come. I ask that you help us stand strong and positive in these days of chaos and white noise. I ask that you bring us all infinite amounts of healing energy so that we may store it in infinite amounts to be used as we see fit in the days and months ahead. I thank you all for listening to our prayers, all of our prayers, whether spoken or heard by human ears. And I thank you. So it is said, so may be it so. All right, so that's a prayer for all of us, and it's a good one because there's a lot of people around the world that are suffering from things that aren't even understood by each of us, because we all have our own personal paths that we take. Yeah. So with that said, I love you all. I've been on here almost an hour and a half. So much love to you, and see you next Tuesday. Bye, guys. Have a great week.